So today I have another potato chip block, but this one's going to be smaller. You might recognize this fabric from another video I recently did. So what I decided to do was to try and utilize this by trimming it to 1.5 by 2.5, which falls into a potato chip ratio. So to begin with, we're going to take two darker light colors and piece those together. You can use a 2.5-inch square if you want to in place of those two. And then we're going to add a background, lighter background to the top and then to the bottom and then two on each side. So this I will call round 1. So let me go ahead and do that and I will join you back here. With this center part now done, I've actually squared it up to 4.5 inches just to keep things going straight as we move out. I find with the smaller pieces that the more seams you add, the wonkier it tends to be, so I do pay more attention to that. So we're now going to add some pre-cut sections to each side. So we're going to start with a 1.5-inch square, and I'm doing a dark contrast, and then a flying goose, which is 1.5 by 2.5 with the points of the wings facing towards the inside. And then we'll end up with another 1.5-inch high contrast square, and then on the other side we'll be doing the same thing like this. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. And not to assume that you need to do this, but I'll show you anyway, that you need to add the 1.5 square to the top and bottom with a 1/4 inch seam. With the sides now put on, we're going to do the top and the bottom. And for each of these, you're going to join together a 2.5 by 1.5 dark background with another flying goose that measures the same, and another of the dark background, and these will go along here, and we'll do the same thing on the top. So just to show you like this, and we do need to do a 1/4 inch seam in these two before joining them on. So I'll get that done and then I'll show you what comes next. With this round on, it should measure 6.5 inches square. So now what we're going to do is do another round where we're going to do our sides and then the top and bottom. So for each side, we're going to take another flying goose, and we want to have the tips on the outside this time. Another 2.5 by 1.5 inch background, and then another flying goose. So we'll piece it along here and here first, and then add that on that right hand side, and we'll do the same thing on the left hand side. So that's how it'll come together, and it'll, with those seams in place, then it'll fit nicely. With the sides put in place, we're now going to do the top and bottom, and these are the same for both of them. So we're going to start with a 1.5 inch light background square, another flying goose, another background that is 2.5 by 1.5, another flying goose, and then finish that up with another square. So again, you'll need to piece these with a 1/4 inch seam. I've been pressing to the dark and it's been working out very well with these, so it is starting to get really bulky, so I did press them open, and I've got a bunch of funny threads that I'll need to trim up once I'm done. So let me go ahead and do the top and bottom, and then I will show you what the final block looks like. So I have this block all sewn together, and it measures 8.5 unfinished or 8 inches finished. If you use a 2.5 by 4.5 potato chip, you'd end up with a 16-inch finished block. What I plan to do with this, if you'll notice, all the flowers were different scrap fabrics that I used, and I did the 4-up method that I've demonstrated before, which makes it very easy to do. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this on point, and I'll probably have some smaller stars here and here, and I'm going to make this as a donation placemat. So please let me know what you think of this pattern, if you feel it's something that you would make. If you need some help with the Flying Geese technique, let me know as well. I can be contacted by email at sewwithdebee@gmail.com. I will also have this pattern up on my website under the same name. I usually put it on the website a few days after the video, just to give people a chance to digest information, also for me to get caught up on a few things. So until next time, sew safely and sew with Debee. Have a great day, and bye for now.